Welcome to Night 2 of Wrestlemania. After an explosive night last night, the stakes rise even higher as tonight promises to be even bigger.
The following triple threat match, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Women's Championship.
Becky Lynch's road to WrestleMania begins when Royal Rumble winner Jade Cargill chooses to challenge her for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania. But Julia tries to force her way into the title picture, attacking Jade Cargill after claiming the WrestleMania opportunity should be hers. Jade defeats Julia before a tense stare-down with Becky ahead of WrestleMania. However, Julia attacks Becky with a steel chair, injuring her arm and leaving the champion temporarily sidelined. With Becky's status uncertain, Julia demands Lynch vacate the title so she can face Jade instead. She continues her path of destruction, attacking Becky again, before ambushing Jade with a steel chair after her match. Jade attacks Julia in response, vowing to defeat her at WrestleMania if Becky cannot compete. Becky then returns, confirms she is cleared, lays out Julia with the title, and makes the WrestleMania match a triple threat.
Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, she is the beautiful madness, Julia.
Julia makes her way to the WrestleMania stage with ruthless confidence, believing she has forced her way into the WWE Women's Championship picture through sheer destruction. After attacking Jade Cargill, injuring Becky Lynch's arm, and trying to remove both women from her path, Julia enters this triple threat with one goal in mind. Tonight, she looks to seize the opportunity, defeat both Becky and Jade, and leave WrestleMania as the new WWE Women's Champion.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, she is the WWE Women's Champion, the man, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch makes her way to the WrestleMania stage with the WWE Women's Championship, finally cleared to defend the title after weeks of uncertainty surrounding her injured arm. After being targeted by Julia, pressured to vacate the championship, and watching Jade Cargill wait for her opportunity, the man enters this triple threat with everything to prove. Tonight, Becky looks to overcome both challenges, survive the chaos, and leave WrestleMania still standing as WWE Women's Champion.
And their opponent, from Vero Beach, Florida, she is the Storm, Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill makes her way to the WrestleMania stage with power and purpose, ready to claim the WWE Women's Championship opportunity she earned as the Royal Rumble winner. After being dragged into Julia's chaos, surviving attacks, and demanding her chance to face Julia if Becky Lynch could not compete, Jade now finds herself in a triple threat with both rivals standing in her way. Tonight, she looks to overpower Becky Lynch and Julia, capture the championship, and prove that WrestleMania belongs to Jade Cargill. With Becky Lynch, Jade Cargill, and Julia all in position, the referee checks all three competitors before calling for the bell to begin this blockbuster WWE Women's Championship triple threat match. All three competitors trade momentum with a relentless exchange of offense, each taking turns dropping their opponents as this fiercely contested WWE Women's Championship match continues to intensify. Julia storms back into the match, taking down both Becky Lynch and Jade Cargill with relentless intensity, as she makes it clear she is determined to leave WrestleMania as the new WWE Women's Champion. Jade fights back and drops Julia with a belly-to-belly suplex, but Becky quickly answers with a pump-handle suplex on Jade. Becky Lynch catches Julia with the manhandle slam and hooks the leg, but Julia somehow kicks out at 2, keeping her WrestleMania dreams alive. Becky fends off the approaching Jade, but Julia quickly blindsides the champion and takes her down to seize the momentum once again. Julia shows incredible heart and determination, fighting off both Jade Cargill and Becky Lynch, taking them down to seize control of this thrilling championship battle. Julia is in complete control, dropping both Becky Lynch and Jade Cargill before going for the pin. Becky dives to break the pin, but she's too late as the referee counts 3.
Here is your winner and new WWE Women's Champion, Julia.
Julia fulfills her promise, capturing the WWE Women's Championship and proving she belongs after forcing her way into this WrestleMania title match.
The following 4-team ladder match is for the World Tag Team Championship.
The World Tag Team title scene has been chaotic since the War Raiders retained against DIY at Clash at the Castle. The New Day defeat Wyatt Six to become #1 contenders thanks to the Creed brothers, who repeatedly insert themselves back into the title picture through attacks and ambushes. The Creed brothers attacked during the War Raiders title defense against the New Day, forcing a no contest and leaving the division without clear challengers. Wyatt Six later tried to earn a title shot against the Creed brothers, but the New Day attacked both teams to stake their own claim. Adam Pearce finally has enough and makes the bold decision that the War Raiders will defend the titles at WrestleMania against the New Day, Wyatt Six, and the Creed brothers in a ladder match. Since then, the violence has only escalated, with ladder attacks, further assaults, ringside distractions, and chilling messages from Wyatt Six. Tonight, 4 teams climb into WrestleMania chaos, but only one can retrieve the titles and leave as World Tag Team Champions.
Introducing first, weighing in at a combined weight of 488 pounds, representing Wyatt Six, they are the team of Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy.
Wyatt Six make their way to the WrestleMania stage with an eerie presence as Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy step into the chaos of this 4-team ladder match. After weeks of ambushes, retaliation, and unsettling warnings, they now look to climb above the destruction and capture the World Tag Team Championships.
Next, weighing in at a combined weight of 552 pounds, they are the World Tag Team Champions, Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders.
The War Raiders make their way to the WrestleMania stage as the reigning World Tag Team Champions, ready to defend their titles in the chaos of a 4-team ladder match. After surviving every challenge and watching the division descend into disorder around them, Eric and Ivar now look to climb above the competition and prove their reign remains unbroken.
Next, weighing in at a combined weight of 417 pounds, they are the team of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day.
The New Day make their way to the WrestleMania stage with experience, confidence, and the belief that they still belong at the very top of the tag team division. After weeks of chaos, failed title opportunities, and refusing to step aside, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods now look to climb the ladder, retrieve the titles, and begin another championship reign.
And their opponents, weighing in at a combined weight of 515 pounds, representing American-made, they are the team of Brutus Creed and Julius Creed, the Creed brothers.
The Creed brothers make their way to the WrestleMania stage with intensity, ready to bring American-made's ruthless aggression into this 4-team ladder match. After weeks of attacks, chair shots, ladder assaults, and forcing their way back into the title picture, Brutus and Julius Creed now look to climb above the chaos and capture the World Tag Team Championships. With all 4 teams in the ring and the World Tag Team Championships hanging high above them, the referee calls for the bell and this explosive WrestleMania ladder match erupts into absolute chaos. The Creed brothers make an early statement, overpowering the field with a series of explosive attacks as they show their determination to leave WrestleMania as the new World Tag Team Champions. Dexter Lumis drops Xavier Woods and becomes the first competitor to scale the ladder for the championships, but Ivar cuts him off by shoving the ladder over and sending Lumis crashing to the floor. Ivar clears the ring with a dominant display of power, leaving himself alone before setting up a ladder in the center of the ring with championship gold in his sights. Ivar's climb is cut short by Joe Gacy, and as Kofi Kingston tries to capitalize by scaling the ladder himself, Eric steps in just in time to stop the New Day's bid for the World Tag Team Championship. This ladder match descends into absolute chaos as all 4 teams throw everything they have at one another. Dexter Lumis goes toe-to-toe with Eric, while Ivar gets payback on Julius Creed for the weeks of attacks leading into WrestleMania. Kofi Kingston turns back the clock, flooring Ivar before planting Joe Gacy with a huge SOS to ignite the WWE Universe. Julius Creed refuses to stay down, storming back with a dominant comeback as he cuts through the competition once again. The War Raiders unleash their trademark power, bulldozing through the field and taking control of this chaotic ladder match. The champions take out their opponents, clear the ring, and create a golden opportunity to retain their titles. Eric capitalizes on the opening and climbs up the ladder, only to meet Kofi Kingston at the very top with the championships within reach. The two trade furious strikes high above the ring as they battle for position, and Eric finally knocks Kingston off the ladder. But before the champion can claim the titles, Joe Gacy grabs Eric from behind and yanks him off the ladder, keeping this chaotic match alive. Xavier Woods capitalizes on the chaos and starts climbing the ladder, but Ivar storms back into the ring and shoves it over, sending Woods crashing to the mat. Xavier Woods plants Eric with a backstabber while Joe Gacy wipes out Ivar with a crushing running knee. Gacy then drops Woods as well before quickly setting up a ladder in the center of the ring. Julius Creed soars into the ring with a spectacular springboard moonsault to wipe out Joe Gacy before racing up the ladder with the championships within his grasp. Brutus Creed holds off the remaining teams, giving his brother the opening to unhook the titles and crown the Creed brothers as the new World Tag Team Champions.
Here are your winners and new World Tag Team Champions, the Creed Brothers.
The Creed brothers outlast the chaos of this brutal ladder match, surviving every challenge to capture the World Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania.
The following 6-women gauntlet match is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Lyra Valkyria enters WrestleMania as Women's Intercontinental Champion, but the division quickly descends into chaos. Sol Ruka earns a Women's Intercontinental title shot by winning a triple threat match, but Liv Morgan and Tiffany Stratton ruin it by attacking both champion and challenger. Jacy Jayne demands a title shot for herself. Sol Ruka wants her title rematch, but Liv Morgan attacks both and throws the division into further chaos. With Lyra Valkyria also targeted backstage and the entire title picture falling apart, Adam Pearce finally steps in and makes a huge decision. At WrestleMania, Lyra will defend her Women's Intercontinental Championship in a 6-woman gauntlet match. In the final weeks, alliances crumble. Lyra sends her own warning, while Liv, Tiffany, and Jacy gain momentum with a 6-woman tag victory over Lyra, Sol, and Zarya. Tonight, Lyra faces 5 challengers in her toughest Women's Intercontinental Championship defense yet.
The following gauntlet match is for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, from Ontario, California, Sol Ruka.
Sol Ruka makes her way to the WrestleMania stage as the first entrant in this Women's Intercontinental Championship gauntlet match, knowing she must survive the longest path if she wants to capture the title. After earning her original opportunity and watching it get ruined by chaos, Sol now looks to prove she belongs by outlasting every woman in this match.
Next, from Townsville, Australia, Zarya.
Zarya makes her way to the WrestleMania stage as the second entrant in the Women's Intercontinental Championship gauntlet match, bringing power and intensity into the early stages of this title battle. After being pulled into the chaos surrounding Lyra Valkyria's championship, Zarya now looks to make a statement by capturing the title for herself. With the first 2 entrants ready to begin, the referee calls for the bell and the Women's Intercontinental Championship gauntlet match is officially underway. The first 2 entrants waste no time, trading fast-paced offense as neither woman is willing to give an inch. The momentum swings back and forth with each exchange as both competitors fight for early control. They know every advantage matters with fresh opponents waiting to enter this grueling gauntlet match. As Lyra Valkyria makes her way to the ring as the third entrant, Zarya takes control of the action, overpowering Sol Ruka before the champion officially joins the match. Sol Ruka battles back against Zarya, but Lyra Valkyria storms in with a steel chair to exploit the no disqualification rules, taking out both women before Zarya powers out of an early pin attempt at the count of 1. As Jacy Jayne enters, Lyra Valkyria and Zarya trade pin attempts, but neither can keep the other down. Jacy Jayne wastes no time taking control, dropping Zarya and keeping her grounded before turning her attention to Lyra Valkyria and taking the champion down as well. As Tiffany Stratton enters, Jacy Jayne drops Zarya with a kendo stick before Sol Ruka answers with a dropkick. Tiffany Stratton catches fire, taking down the competition as all 5 women battle for control, until the final entrant, Liv Morgan, joins the chaotic championship. Liv Morgan immediately capitalizes on entering last, dropping the exhausted Sol Ruka with the 3 amigos to make the most of her fresh advantage. She then turns her attention to the champion, blasting Lyra Valkyria with a huge kick to seize control of the match. Sol Ruka capitalizes on an opening, planting Jacy Jayne with the Soul Snatcher before hooking the leg for the pin. The referee counts to 3, and Sol Ruca scores the first elimination by pinning Jacy Jayne before Zarya cuts her off with a thunderous attack. Zarya then turns her attention to Tiffany Stratton, overpowering her to seize the momentum in this chaotic championship match. Lyra Valkyria catches fire at ringside, dropping Liv Morgan with a Nightwing before hoisting Sol Ruca up and driving her down with a thunderous powerbomb. Tiffany showcases her power by hoisting Liv up and slamming her hard to the mat, before quickly hooking the leg for the pin. Tiffany scores the elimination over Liv, and with momentum firmly on her side, she looks poised to take over this championship gauntlet. Lyra Valkyria counters Tiffany Stratton and drives her head first into the turnbuckle. As she turns to Sol Ruca, Sol slips away and answers with a spectacular counter of her own. Sol Ruca plants Zarya with the X Factor, and as Zarya staggers back to her feet, follows up with the Soul Snatcher before hooking the leg for the pin. With only 3 competitors remaining, everyone gives everything they have. But Sol Ruca stands out by taking down her opponents with impressive control and momentum. But Lyra and Tiffany refuse to stay down, battling back to halt Sol's momentum and take her off her feet. Lyra spots an opening, plants Tiffany with the Nightwing, and quickly hooks the leg for the pin. Sol blasts the exhausted Lyra with a steel chair as the champion gets back to her feet, then quickly hooks the leg.
Here is your winner and new Women's Intercontinental Champion, Sol Ruca.
Sol Ruca defies the odds, entering first and outlasting all 5 challengers to capture the Women's Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. After weeks of setbacks, Sol finally realizes her dream and stands tall with championship gold.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
What begins as a WWE TNA crossover turns personal when Moose attacks hardcore champion Sami Zayn after a title defense, representing TNA to send a clear message. Zayn calls out Moose for answers, but Moose answers with another brutal attack, escalating the interpromotional rivalry. Sami then battles through a series of TNA challengers, defeating Moose, Elias, and Mike Santana, while earning respect from some and hostility from others. The rivalry intensifies when Moose and Nick Nemeth attack both Zayn and Santana, only for Hendry to step in and save Zayn from further punishment. Hendry and Zayn team up to defeat Moose and Nemeth, then show mutual respect with a post-match handshake between 2 fighting champions. After defeating The Miz, Joe Hendry announces a champion versus champion match with Sami Zayn at WrestleMania, with pride and bragging rights at stake. With both champions proudly representing their brands, who will emerge victorious tonight and earn the ultimate bragging rights?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Edinburgh, Scotland, weighing in at 231 pounds, representing TNA, he is the TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry makes his way to the WrestleMania stage as the TNA World Champion, stepping into this friendly champion versus champion clash with pride and brand bragging rights on the line. After helping Sami Zayn fight back against Moose and Nick Nemeth, Hendry now gets the opportunity to test himself against WWE's hardcore champion on the Grandest Stage. Tonight, he looks to represent TNA with honor, prove his championship standard, and show that respect between brands does not mean the competition will be any less intense.
And his opponent, from Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds, representing WWE, he is the WWE Hardcore Champion, Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn makes his way to the WrestleMania stage as WWE's Hardcore Champion, representing Raw in this special champion versus champion clash against TNA World Champion Joe Hendry. After weeks of battling TNA stars, surviving attacks from Moose and Nick Nemeth, and earning Hendry's respect through their tag team victory, Zayn enters tonight with pride and momentum on his side. Now, Sami looks to defend WWE's honor, prove his own championship standard, and show that friendly competition can still bring a WrestleMania-level fight. The bell rings as Sami Zayn and Joe Hendry circle before locking up. Joe Hendry puts his power on full display, overpowering Sami Zayn and forcing the hardcore champion onto the defensive. Hendry seizes the early momentum, looking every bit the dominant TNA World Champion. Sami Zayn finds the opening he needs and swings the momentum back in his favor with a timely counter. The hardcore champion unloads with a relentless barrage of strikes, forcing Joe Hendry onto the back foot. Sami Zayn heads to the top turnbuckle and soars through the air with a spectacular diving moonsault before hooking the leg for the cover. Joe Hendry shows his resilience by powering out at the count of 2, keeping this champion versus champion contest alive. Sami Zayn stays in control, keeping the pressure on Joe Hendry with relentless offense. Zayn then launches Hendry with a huge turnbuckle suplex. Zayn sends Hendry to the corner, then charges in and crushes him with the haluva kick before going for the cover. Somehow, Hendry digs deep and kicks out at the very last moment. Joe Hendry explodes back into the match, mounting an incredible comeback and shifting the momentum in his favor. The TNA World Champion showcases his power, overwhelming Sami Zayn and forcing the hardcore champion onto the defensive. Hendry hoists Zayn up and plants him with the standing ovation before hooking the leg for the pin.
Here is your winner, Joe Hendry!
Joe Hendry impresses on the Wrestlemania stage and secures a major victory over Sami Zayn, giving TNA a huge champion versus champion win. His performance, charisma, and fighting spirit win over even the WWE fans, who rise to their feet and celebrate Hendry's unforgettable moment.
The following contest is a last woman standing match.
This rivalry begins at Elimination Chamber. After failing to regain the women's tag team titles, Naomi snaps and attacks Bayley, blaming her for the loss. Bayley demands answers from Naomi on Smackdown, but Naomi refuses to explain her betrayal. The tension grows as Bayley confronts Naomi after her match, but Naomi remains defiant and launches another attack. Eventually, Bayley has enough and fires back, finally giving up on the friendship after weeks of silence, betrayal, and repeated assault. Their rivalry erupts into a backstage brawl, proving this can no longer be settled with words or ordinary matches. With both women determined to prove who is superior, Naomi and Bayley will collide tonight in a last woman standing match, where only one woman will survive this personal war.
The following contest is a last woman standing match. Introducing first, from San Jose, California, she is the role model, Bayley.
Bayley makes her way to the WrestleMania stage with determination, ready to settle this deeply personal rivalry with Naomi in a last woman standing match. After weeks of betrayal, unanswered questions, and repeated attacks from her former friend, Bayley now enters tonight with no interest in reconciliation. She looks focused on surviving the punishment, proving her toughness, and making sure Naomi is the one who cannot answer the count.
And her opponent, from Orlando, Florida, she is the Glow, Naomi.
Naomi makes her way to the WrestleMania stage with confidence and defiance, ready to finish what she started when she turned on Bayley at Elimination Chamber. After weeks of silence, attacks, and insisting that she is superior to her former friend, Naomi enters this last woman standing match with no remorse. Tonight, she looks to put Bayley down for good and prove that she is the one left standing when the count reaches 10. Naomi tries to steal an early advantage by attacking before the bell, but Bayley sees it coming and drops her before the match can officially begin. Bayley unloads with a furious assault, fueled by weeks of betrayal and relentless attacks from her former friend. The last woman standing match erupts into chaos. Bayley brings a kendo stick into the ring, but Naomi evades the attack and quickly turns the tables, taking Bayley down instead. Naomi battles back with renewed intensity, mounting an impressive comeback to seize control of the match. She keeps Bayley on the defensive with relentless offense, refusing to let the momentum slip away. Naomi is determined to prove she is the superior competitor and end this rivalry on her terms. This last woman standing match becomes a back and forth war as Bayley and Naomi trade offense and counter each other's every move. The momentum swings wildly between both women, with neither able to establish lasting control. Bayley appears to seize control, stringing together a relentless series of attacks to keep Naomi down. She climbs to the top turnbuckle and crashes down with a huge elbow before planting Naomi with the rose plant. Somehow, Naomi digs deep and beats the referee's 10 count, refusing to stay down. Naomi connects with the spectacular springboard corkscrew moonsault, crashing down onto Bayley. Naomi charges at Bayley on the ropes, but crashes to the outside when Bayley sidesteps the attack. And Bayley immediately follows with a breathtaking dive from the top turnbuckle onto Naomi at ringside. Bayley clears the announce table, lays Naomi across it, and climbs to the top turnbuckle with a daring plan in mind. Bayley launches herself through the air, crashing onto Naomi and driving her through the table. Bayley follows up with a devastating rose plant, driving Naomi face first into the shattered table debris. Naomi cannot answer the referee's 10 count, giving Bayley the victory in this brutal last woman standing.
Here is your winner, Bayley!
Bayley digs deep and survives a brutal last woman standing match, pushing herself through every ounce of punishment to finally put Naomi down for the 10 count. After weeks of betrayal and chaos, Bayley stands tall at WrestleMania, proving her toughness and ending this personal war on her terms.
The following Fall Counts Anywhere match, scheduled for one fall, is for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Drew McIntyre earns his WrestleMania title shot by winning the Elimination Chamber, while Cody Rhodes retains the undisputed WWE Championship against Randy Orton. On Smackdown, Drew vows to take Cody's title at WrestleMania, but Cody stands face-to-face with his challenger and promises the championship isn't going anywhere. From there, the mind games begin, as Drew creates a distraction, stealing Cody's championship during a match against Logan Paul. Cody later returns the favor by distracting Drew during his match with LA Knight, costing him the victory and escalating their rivalry. Drew retaliates by ambushing Cody after his match with Johnny Gargano, striking the champion with the title and sending a powerful warning. Their rivalry erupts into a backstage brawl, forcing Nick Aldis to warn both men against further attacks. Tonight, Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre settle their rivalry in a Falls Count Anywhere match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Drew McIntyre makes his way to the WrestleMania stage with ruthless intent, ready to challenge Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship in a Falls Count Anywhere match. After surviving the Elimination Chamber, playing mind games with Cody, and laying the champion out with his own title, Drew enters tonight believing this is his moment to take everything. With no restrictions on where the fight can go, McIntyre looks to unleash his brutality, break Cody Rhodes, and leave WrestleMania as the new, undisputed WWE Champion. Cody Rhodes makes his way to the WrestleMania stage with the undisputed WWE Championship, ready to defend his title in one of the most dangerous matches of his reign. After weeks of mind games, stolen championships, ambushes, and a backstage brawl with Drew McIntyre, Cody enters this Falls Count Anywhere match knowing there is nowhere to hide. Tonight, he looks to survive Drew's brutality, retain the championship, and prove once again that his story remains firmly in his hands.
The following Fall Counts Anywhere match, scheduled for one fall, is for the undisputed WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre, and his opponent. From Marietta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
The referee raises the undisputed WWE Championship high, signaling this Falls Count Anywhere title match is about to begin. The bell rings, and the undisputed WWE Championship match is underway. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre immediately trade heavy offense, each determined to leave WrestleMania with the title. Neither man gives an inch as the momentum swings back and forth in the opening moments. With months of bad blood behind them, this fight quickly becomes as personal as it is physical. Drew McIntyre rolls to the outside, grabs a kendo stick from under the ring, and cracks Cody Rhodes across the head with a vicious shot. Drew quickly goes for the cover, but Cody kicks out and keeps his championship hopes alive. The action spills around ringside as Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre continue trading offenses. Momentum swings back and forth, with neither man able to gain lasting control in this brutal Falls Count Anywhere. Cody Rhodes finally seizes the momentum, taking control of the championship battle at ringside. He plants Drew McIntyre with a devastating pedigree, driving his head into the unforgiving floor. Cody follows up with the crossroads and quickly hooks the leg, looking to put the match away. Somehow, Drew digs deep and kicks out, refusing to let the undisputed WWE Championship slip away. Drew battles back with a powerful comeback, using his strength to overwhelm Cody and regain control. He then blasts Cody with a thunderous claymore and hooks the leg, looking to win the undisputed WWE Championship.
Here is your winner and new undisputed WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre secures a huge victory at WrestleMania, dethroning Cody Rhodes and capturing the undisputed WWE Championship in a brutal Falls Count Anywhere war. The Scottish psychopath stands tall with the title, proving that his relentless pursuit has finally brought him back to the top of WWE. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video.